Language origins and the evolution of communication represent a fascinating journey from rudimentary symbols to complex speech, encapsulating the development of human interactions over millennia. At its core, this concept explores how early humans developed systems of communication that eventually became the intricate languages we use today. This journey began with basic symbols and gestures, evolving through various stages to articulate speech, which allowed for nuanced and precise transfer of ideas. Understanding the origins of language is crucial as it provides insights into cognitive development, social structures, and cultural evolution. Language is the cornerstone of human society. It shapes our thoughts, enables the transmission of knowledge, and fosters cultural identity. By studying how language evolved, we gain valuable perspectives on human history and the factors that drive societal change. One pertinent example of early communication is cave paintings, such as those found in Lascaux, France. These symbols served as a means for early humans to convey information about their environment and experiences. Another example is the development of sign language, which illustrates how humans can adapt and create complex systems of communication even in the absence of vocal speech. These examples underscore the adaptability and ingenuity inherent in human communication. The idea that language evolved from simpler forms of communication is supported by various linguistic and anthropological theories. Notably, Noam Chomsky's theory of a universal grammar suggests an innate capacity for language acquisition, indicating that the evolution of language might be embedded in our genetic makeup. However, this concept is not without its challenges and controversies. Debates abound regarding whether language evolved primarily for social bonding or as a tool for survival. Some scholars argue that language is a byproduct of human cognitive development, rather than a direct evolutionary adaptation. Alternative viewpoints also consider the role of the environment and culture in shaping language. For instance, the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis posits that language influences thought and perception, suggesting that as languages evolve, they may alter how individuals perceive the world around them. Connecting language origins to broader aspects of communication evolution highlights the interplay between biology, culture, and technology. As we examine this progression, we see how early symbolic communication laid the groundwork for the linguistic diversity we witness today, influencing everything from cultural expression to technological advancements like artificial intelligence. By appreciating the origins of language, we can better understand the profound impact communication has on human development and the future trajectories it may take. The concept of early symbols in human communication refers to the use of visual representations, such as drawings, carvings, or markings that predate complex spoken language. These symbols served as a primitive yet powerful means for early humans to convey ideas, share information, and express emotions. They represent the foundational step in the evolution of communication, leading to more structured forms of language. The significance of early symbols in the broader narrative of language origins lies in their role as precursors to the development of speech. Historically, symbols allowed ancient humans to record events, convey instructions, and share stories across generations, thus preserving cultural knowledge and promoting social cohesion. The evolution from symbols to speech marks a pivot in human cognitive development, highlighting our species' unique capacity for abstract thinking and collective learning. One specific example of early symbolic communication is the cave paintings found in sites like Lascaux, France, and Altamira, Spain. These intricate artworks, dating back tens of thousands of years, depict animals, human figures, and geometric shapes, suggesting they were used for ritualistic purposes or to recount hunting exploits. Another example is the use of portable art objects, such as the Venus figurines, which may have held symbolic meanings related to fertility or social identity, illustrating early humans' ability to convey complex concepts through physical forms. Opinions supporting the significance of early symbols emphasize their role in facilitating the cognitive leap necessary for developing complex language systems. Some researchers argue that the use of symbols was a vital precursor to the sophisticated syntax and grammar seen in modern languages, as it trained the human brain for abstraction and categorization. Despite their importance, the interpretation of early symbols remains contentious. Scholars often debate their meanings, as the lack of direct evidence makes it challenging to ascertain the intentions behind these ancient artworks. Some argue that symbols represent only a small part of the communicative repertoire of early humans, perhaps complementing other, less tangible forms of communication, such as gestures or proto-language. The exploration of early symbols crucially influences other aspects of the main topic, as it highlights the interwoven nature of cognitive, cultural, and linguistic evolution. By examining how symbols laid the groundwork for spoken language, we gain insight into how communication systems have adapted and transformed, reflecting broader changes in human society and cognition. Understanding the role of early symbols thus enriches our comprehension of the complex tapestry that is the history of human communication. The development of proto-languages and gestural systems marks a pivotal stage in the evolution of human communication, bridging the gap between primitive symbol use and the complex languages we know today. Proto-languages are hypothetical, reconstructed languages thought to be the common ancestors of several language families, while gestural systems refer to the use of bodily movements, primarily hand gestures, to convey meaning. Both played crucial roles in the early stages of human linguistic development, offering a foundation upon which spoken language later evolved. The significance of proto-languages and gestural systems in understanding language origins is immense. They represent the initial steps toward sophisticated communication, illustrating how early humans might have expressed complex ideas and emotions. These systems likely facilitated social cohesion and cooperation, crucial for the survival and success of early human communities. A prime example of a gestural system in today's context is American Sign Language, ASL, which demonstrates the intricacy and expressiveness of nonverbal communication. Another example is the study of primates, such as chimpanzees, who use gestures to communicate, offering insights into the possible gestural communications of our ancestors. Theories supporting the gestural origin hypothesis suggest that gestures preceded vocal communication, with speech evolving as a more efficient means of conveying information over distance and in the dark. This theory is supported by the mirror neuron system in our brains, which responds to both observed and executed motor actions, providing a neurological basis for the evolution from gesture to speech. However, several challenges and controversies surround this concept. One debate centers on whether gestures truly predated vocalization or if they developed alongside each other. Critics argue that vocal communication could have evolved independently, supported by evidence of vocal learning capabilities in other animals. Additionally, the exact nature and structure of proto-languages remain speculative, as no direct evidence exists. These discussions around proto-languages and gestural systems significantly influence our understanding of language evolution. They challenge researchers to consider the interplay between gestures, symbols, and speech, encouraging exploration into how cultural, environmental, and biological factors converge to shape modern language. By studying these early forms of communication, we gain valuable insights into the cognitive and social intricacies that underlie language development, enriching our understanding of what it means to be human and how we connect through language. The transition from symbols to speech marks a significant milestone in the evolution of human communication. This concept refers to the developmental shift from using visual symbols, such as drawings, carvings, or early forms of writing, to the complex and nuanced system of spoken language that we use today. Understanding this transition is crucial because it highlights a pivotal stage in human cognitive and social evolution, where abstract thinking and social interaction began to interweave more intricately through spoken words. One key theory in this area suggests that speech evolved out of the need for more efficient communication. While symbols were effective for recording and transmitting information over time and space, they lacked the immediacy and emotional expressiveness that spoken language could provide. The development of vocal cords and the human brain's capacity for language likely arose through natural selection, as groups with more sophisticated communication saw survival advantages. Take the real-world example of early cave paintings, which may have represented rudimentary storytelling. As human societies evolved, the limitations of these static images likely drove the need for more dynamic interaction, leading to speech. Another example is the way contemporary sign languages demonstrate evolution in reverse. They show how symbolic systems can become as expressive and complex as spoken languages, often incorporating emotional and tonal subtleties. Proponents of the vocal theory of language development argue that speaking afforded early humans a survival advantage through better coordination and social cohesion. However, challenges to this perspective include the difficulty of pinpointing when and how symbolic thought definitively shifted to vocal expression. Some alternative viewpoints emphasize the idea that gestures, rather than symbols, were the true precursors to spoken language, suggesting that hand signals evolved into vocal signals as human social structures became more complex. This transition is deeply interwoven with broader aspects of the main topic of language origins, namely, how communication methods reflect cognitive and social developments. The move from symbols to speech not only underscores the growing complexity of human societies, but also the evolution of the human mind itself. By examining this shift, we gain insights into how language itself may have influenced other facets of human evolution, such as cooperation, social structures, and cultural development. Understanding this transition sheds light on the role language has played and continues to play in shaping human experience and societal growth. As we delve deeper, we are reminded of the power of language as a binding force in human history.